how's it going, folks? I know my eyes are playing up because there's a massive sunrise right in front of my car. Just finished swimming a moment ago, and this topic that kind of really got me thinking, long, uh, as far as I remember, and it's the fact that let's have a bit of background on the reason why I think about this even harder. I come from a dysfunctional family. My family doesn't show me much love, even till today. I'll have to say, biggest disappointment is probably my mother out of this whole thing. Um, and my father as well, but they had to do what they have had to do when they got remarried and have their own family. And now I'm being like a leftover child. You know, two family. A family has split up into two. Now they have a new love of life. They have started their own family, and they stay committed till today. They haven't divorced. One is, you know, um, I have to say the other one is more than 18 years of marriage. The other one is more for 14 years of marriage. So I could see, them two, they pick and choose the love of their life. And now me is, dysfunctional and being the leftover child. All right, this topic I won't talk too much notion regards to getting divorced. The single mother has upper hand, having more payments from the government, the welfare, which I'm referring to. I'm not going to talk about that topic because I think that topic is way too much emphasized in the red pill, MGTOW community, and obviously, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's part of the society that we're in. All right, let's talk about my upbringing. Thinking about this whole thing, I find it weird that those when I hear those who regardless if it's accidental, but usually happen most if it's accidentally, child in compared to a planted child. But I believe in my situation was a planted child. All right, based on my parents wanting to get the permanent residency. Regardless if it's based on lust or love, I don't know. I believe it's based on more lust. And yeah, I think it's based on survival and lust and keeping staying in the country. So it may what's coming out of my mouth on this particular video may don't just take it for granted from your point of view. All right, so let's talk about this topic. All right, I find back then I find those who accidentally give a baby or perhaps run away from the family, right, and not look one. And back in the days, I find it what a stupid idiot, when a person gives, started a family and ran away or give up middle way through. Little that I know, now I'm at the age of 30, to think about even myself. I know my girlfriend's been telling me she wanted to have kids, but to think about it now, and it kind of like try to tap my mind, into those guys. Like, why would they run away? And I think one of the most important one is they completely lose their freedom. I think having a child is probably one of the hardest thing in every human life event. You have to drop all your hobbies, all your lifestyle, and your habits, devoted 100% on the child. Like you work, sleep, looking after the child, and you repeat every day. Especially in today's world, being a nuclear family, being husband and wife, and a child. Unlike in the past, where it's extended old nuclear family, where you have grandparents or perhaps you have your family members, uncle, auntie lives amongst in one same household. Now it's a lot harder where you either have one breadwinner or two breadwinners to look after the child, right? And the notion is, you sacrifice things like that. And I won't blame people, those who cannot handle it or cannot continue on looking at the child, and they just dropped everything and move on, and regardless being a bad father figure or not looking after the child, and have their own freedom. Um, it makes more sense to me now. You may love the person, maybe because of lust or whatever the issue is. Uh, you know, I think the society does not emphasize